Oh, yes, people, welcome back to Daniel AFC TV, the realest out here. Man, I couldn't really do a reaction after Chelsea. Not that it was a bad game, like, you know what I mean? It was more like a warm up game. Lampard couldn't get a first result against Arsenal, and thank God to that. So well and good. It is Newcastle next on Sunday, people. Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Probably not the longest stream, you know, it goes working and everything. But I had to report in just to say, yes, we have done Chelsea 3-1. I don't think none of us gooners pretty much expected nothing too much different there. Let me just get the stream out there, people. 2 seconds, my guys. But what has been good anyway, who is with me? Loads of transfer news again. Have Arsenal kind of changed their stance on who they wanted in the summer? That's how it's looking. There's so much word out there and talk that Martin Zubimendi is done. If that was true, I'm sure we will not be bidding for Caicedo, Declan Rice, etc. But let me just get the stream out there, my people. Let's quickly do this. Let's go to Twitter first. What day is it today? Thursday, yeah? One of them days. Hold on. Cam, what's good, my brother? Loads of Arsenal news. Daniel He, what's good? I'm hearing Moussa Diaby talk also. What is being said on your side? Germany, basically. I'm hearing Arsenal are definitely going to bid for Moussa Diaby, but then I hear Newcastle could have this all basically wrapped up and done. You know what I mean? They're going to be a Champions League team now. People saying that Newcastle can't really threaten Arsenal for certain summer targets now. Who knows? They're rich as hell, and they are a Champions League club now. But guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Loads of bits and pieces to get involved in and chat about. So let's do it. Cam, what is good, my bro? What is happening? Rice going to be a gooner. Again, bros, everything is suggesting that Rice is going to be a gooner. Him being a Chelsea fan, like, do you know what I mean? Chelsea ain't really been linked with Declan Rice per se at the moment. But then again, they've got a manager, or they've just sacked a manager. They brought a manager in to the end of the season. He might even get sacked before the end of the season. So things are up in the air at Chelsea. For example, they're getting Pochettino next. Pochettino will know a lot about Rice from West Ham. It depends what Poch wants, if he is to be the next guy. To be honest with you, bros, that's impossible. Unless Man City, Arsenal, Man U, Chelsea, we all went to a bidding war. At the end of the day, bros, why do you think Moses Caicedo was convinced by Brighton to sign a contract? Obviously for a massive amount of thousands and thousands a week, with some sort of promise to leave, which I can guarantee this, whether it's a release clause, 95 mil, whatever. But with 2 years to go on your contract, I'm afraid to say you're not the most valuable player in the world. You know what I mean? Harry Kane's got a year to go on his contract. You know what I mean? You won't see him going for 100 mil, I'm sure. So Declan Rice, you're not going to see go for 100 mil, bros. You know what I mean? Unless it was an outright bidding war. And again, teams ain't stupid. Man City won't bid 100 mil. All right, Chelsea might. You know what I mean? They paid over 100 mil for Enzo Fernandez. Yalla Hussein Juma. But no way, bros. West Ham will get that. Because Declan Rice has turned down numerous contracts. You know what I mean? He's made it pretty clear that he wants to leave, you know. West Ham, if they had the foresight, like Brighton, to just throw a load of money at Declan Rice and make him sign a deal with a promise to leave, that's a different story. Like, believe me, Moses Caicedo, I'm pretty sure will still leave Brighton in the summer, as long as an acceptable bid comes along. But if 2 years on your contract, guys, do you know what I mean? We've seen this at Arsenal before. We can't sell people with 5 years on their contract or whatever. You know what I mean? Or trying, you know, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, that will be a giveaway in the summer. Do you know what I mean? We will do the odd giveaway in the summer. Linda, what is good? But 100 mil for Declan Rice, no chance, bros. Unless, again, Man City get involved. If Man City have lost out on Jude Bellingham to Real Madrid, like it has been kind of reported by Sky Sports News, then who knows? But they've already got a Calvin Phillips. But then again, I reckon Man City will try and swap Calvin Phillips for Declan Rice. So I don't think Declan Rice is going to hit the carpet, bros. You know what I mean? Would have to be very, very fortunate. What I am hearing, though, from more than one source, Arsenal are very close to securing the signature for Martin Zubimendi. A lot of the reports are touching Barcelona give their blessing. Well, who gives a fuck what Barcelona think? He's not a Barcelona player. But word on road is he was actually waiting, like many players have done before, to Arsenal. You know what I mean? We want to go Barcelona. So yeah, Zubimendi has pretty much been told his Barcelona dream ain't going to happen. It's impossible. So Arsenal are free to complete the 53 million euro deal to bring Zubimendi to the Emirates. I can't tell you too much about him. He's 24. He plays for Real Sociedad. But I have told you for a month or so on my stream, feeling as a motherfucker, I feel we'll go for Martin Zubimendi over anyone else. And believe me, as usual, I will be proved right. Do you know what I mean? Declan Rice, again, it depends who bids. If Chelsea come in, it could be interesting. Remember, he is a Chelsea fan. But that doesn't obviously mean everything in the world. But yeah, he's a Chelsea fan. But yeah, Man City, I think he'll go there. But again, it's been rumoured he wants a London club. But we shall see if Arsenal have the balls. Linda, what is good? UE. Probably Nick head of it. Turn the electricity off. Probably Nick head off it. Turn the electricity off. Nah, mate, none of this. What's going on? What's going on here, bros? Dude, Zubimendi, same problem as Vieira. That guy also light well, exactly, bros. But again, I'm not saying it's 100% true, but I have been told Zubimendi is the more likely Arsenal target this summer, and I can see it being true. £53 million release clause. He doesn't play for one of Europe's powerhouses, with all respect. So yeah, this is a typical Arsenal thing to do, isn't it? Declan Rice, I don't know, £80 million. I reckon could probably get that deal done. It shouldn't be more than that. You know what I mean? Again, it depends who bids, but Man City ain't stupid. They won't overbid for any player no more. What do you think, UE? Newcastle going to turn us over? Possibly, bros. But again, as I say with Arsenal, the pressure is off. And it'll be a very Arsenal thing to do to just go and actually win. You know what I mean? Let me just take 2 draw here. Mate, Vieira, is he going to even play like that guy? Arsenal fans, what did we think of the hero the other day, the Polish kid? What did we think of him? What did you think of Jacob? Newcastle going to turn us over? Possibly, but then again, the pressure's off now. When the pressure's off, Arsenal seem to play better. Willock going to body Vieira and Jorginho. Yeah, bros, Willock has been kind of doing well up there. That wasn't the one that burnt me most, though. There's been signings that players that have burnt me more, like Guendouzi. There was no need for that. He is a typical Arsenal player. Like Xhaka, again, never really impressed me. I've been reading a lot of reports. Xhaka will be allowed to leave in the summer. I don't think that will happen either. Jacob is better than Holding. I've been saying this since day one. But that wouldn't be very hard, with all respect, you know what I mean? And nothing has convinced me he's actually really good at all, to be honest with you, do you know what I mean? Nothing at all. Even the other day, like, you know what I mean? Against Chelsea. This is a very, very poor Chelsea team. Let's have it right, do you know what I mean? They lost 5 in a row. This ain't very normal. Anything less than a win would have been an absolute embarrassment. Oh no, world beaters. We're going to beat them. Well done, Brighton. Brighton absolutely smashing it, mate. Absolutely smashing it. Now, that is a good manager, Mr. De Zerbi, isn't it? De Zerbi has come in like it's absolutely nothing, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, boss, I probably would agree with that, do you know what I mean? Maybe, do you know? But yeah, again, Jacob, I don't know. William Gallas was telling us Lego Man wanted left and right footed. Jacob would have done better than Holding. Oh, most definitely, bros. I totally agree with that. Do you know what I mean? Anyone could do better than Holding. But what has made Arteta finally realise this? Do you know what I mean? He has favourites in the camp. And again, this is why I think next season, and again, people can say, yeah, oh, you're being a little bit pessimistic. Fuck you lot, you know what I mean? What changes next season? El Nenny's there. Do you know what I mean? Holding will be there. There's nothing good about these players. Jorginho's just joined, so he won't be going anywhere. You know what I mean? So all these midfielders that Arsenal fans think are coming in, where are they coming from? Where are they all going to play? It's impossible. And as I said a few months ago, I see us completing a deal for Martin Zubimendi. Let's shut this up immediately. It's like my Uncle Mehmet, a fraud. I love it. I love it. He is a fraud, bruvs. And again, he'll sign certain type of players. What's the news on Saliba? Bruvs, it is so inconclusive. Some people say he's gone for the season. Some people say he could be even injured at the start of next season. To be honest with you, who actually knows? It's a back injury. I'm sure it ain't going to be that bad, man. There must be something. You know what I mean? We're a massive club. We can play for doctors. He can go anywhere to have operations if necessary. But as far as I know, he hasn't really suffered with back injuries before. So hopefully it'll be all good, man. Do you know what I mean? Who knows? It could be a mystery, man, because he ain't signed a new deal. Ty, what's good? What is good? Who told me the other day? It is done. It is done. You know what I mean? Again, why wouldn't a deal be done for Saliba right now? Do you know what I mean? We're out the league title race. What are we playing for this season? Seriously, do you know what I mean? Get Saliba on a new deal. He's injured. What's the excuse? But we're going to hear the obvious from Arsenal. We're going to wait till the summer. Why would you wait till the summer? He's going to have a year left on his contract. PSG are monitoring the situation. They will give anything financially to bring Saliba to France. Do you know what I mean? Neymar's getting rid of. Where do you think he's going, guys? You know what I mean? Bloody hell. I'm telling you, Neymar's on his way to the Premier League. Let me just smoke real quick. Neymar's on his way to the Premier League, people. Do you know what I mean? I've been saying that for a while. Man City. I don't know, man. Do you think Guardiola would do it? Possibly. If there's one guy that could get maybe a lot out of Messi. Akers, what's good, my brother? Ty, what's good? UE, Daniel He, Real Ones, was it good? Please get a like on the video. Do be subscribing if you is new. Messi, yes, leaving PSG. He's been offered something incredible to go to Qatar or wherever Ronaldo is. I can't see him doing that. America, maybe? Someone in America's after him. What is it? The team Beckham played for. Linda, my darling, how are you? Do you think Messi could cut it in the Premier League, guys? Even at Man City? Well, then again, at Man City, he'd have a nice, easy job. You know what I mean? Just attack. No pressure, no defending. But would Guardiola actually accept that? Guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you is new. As I said a couple of days ago, it does seem like we're going to be changing our summer targets. Brighton won Nelson. Oh, man, my aunt from Scotland's calling me, you know. I keep missing our calls. Hold on. Aunt Susan, I'm going to call you back, yeah? I'll call you back. I will. All right, no problem. All right, bye. Right, urgent, you know. Ronaldo won't go States because Americans can open up new cases if you live there. Uncle Mehmet told me this. Yeah, bruvs, you know what I mean? Ronaldo, there has been a couple of dodgy things around him before, you know what I mean? Allegations of paying people off and blah, blah, blah. But Messi will probably go anywhere. But again, financially, does he really care? I'm sure he's tipped to go back to Barcelona, but then Barcelona, we hear, have got loads of financial fair play issues. We're linked with a Barcelona winner. He's 19. What is his name? Apparently, they can't even afford to give him a deal. And we're linked with an English kid at Borussia Dortmund. Tell Aunt Susan I said, well, go on. I love you, UE. As a Bill Cosby case out there. Yeah, that's one from back in the day, innit? But guys, who has heard of number one, yeah? Barcelona. His name is Ilas Akamwara or something. He sounds a little bit Nigerian, but he is a Spanish shoot. He's on a free at the end of the season. He's a right winger. Who's this guy? Jamie Giffers, 18, Borussia Dortmund. He's been linked with Arsenal. He's out of contract. Brighton want Nelson on a free, and we'll talk to Arsenal about Florent Balogun. Tierney, we know he's pretty much on his way to Newcastle. What is your thoughts? Nuno Tavares, even if I leave Arsenal, I'm going to stay in the Premier League. Reece Nelson, guys, has rejected a new contract to Arsenal. What do you think of that? Real Madrid, pretty close to Jude Bellingham. What is going to be the knock-on effect? Could Arsenal get Camavinga? Messi and Neymar set to leave PSG. Could they both come to the Premier League? Messi being linked with Man City and Barcelona. Neymar, as I told you ages ago, he's been linked with Chelsea. And Man United are now coming in for him. Zaha has been linked with Arsenal as well as Moussa Diaby. Could Arsenal go back for Camavinga? What have I tried to write there? Jesus Christ. Zubamendi, 24, 55 million euro deal done. What do you think, Gooners? Do you think it's even true? And Celta Vigo midfielder Gabri Veiga being linked with Arsenal and Liverpool. Algerian Spanish. I was wondering, bros. I was looking at him as well. I wasn't actually sure. I see some images of him, but I don't know. I haven't really seen no clips or anything. But a lot of reports are saying he's the shit in a heartbeat, mate. I think, yeah, I would take that as well. You know what I mean? He ain't at Real Madrid for absolutely nothing, bros. He's class. Do you know what I mean? But his not minutes are going to be limited. Cruz is still there. Modric, new deal. Do you know what I mean? Right, guys, I'm gonna have to pause this for a minute. Why is my aunt calling me? Do you know what? What could be so urgent? Right, family one. She can't get hold of my sister. That's hilarious. Just mute yourself, mate. Take the call, bro. Yeah, I did, man. Madness. Right, guys. Jude Bellingham, first of all, what does that mean if he goes Real Madrid? Man City, I'm hearing, are still in a prime position to bid for him. But again, Jude Bellingham, apparently he fancies a bit of Real Madrid. What happened to him going Liverpool? I'm still hearing Jude Bellingham, I fancy London. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure that couldn't be Arsenal, but why would you want to join Chelsea if you're Jude Bellingham? But then again, maybe it's financial. As Luka Modric's people said, maybe it's because they've got a plan for the future. Would you rather see a Trigo or a Negro? Wow. I didn't even get that for a second. Phil, allow it, bruv. Wow, wow, wow. Phil, you're just, that's, oh my God. Anyway, take the call. I've took it, bruvs. I've took it. But yeah, we've been linked with a whole load of young talents from, who's this? Jamie Giffers, 18 years old, Borussia Dortmund. They're out there. Who is this guy? Daniel He. Is it Jamie Giffers? Borussia Dortmund, English kid. Boy, almost done deal, mate. This is what I'm hearing. But again, Man City are no fools, isn't it? I think they're in a prime position to still strike. Nothing has been settled. No deal has been agreed. No fee has been agreed. What Real Madrid like to do is try and take the piss out of people, agree deals and contracts with players, and then start haggling with the team. Does well like when English players go to Spain. Well, yeah, and not many has really done it. Like Bellingham, Michael Owen. It certainly was a bad night for West Ham, mate. But then again, it was Man City. So what would you expect? I would have expected nothing less last night, my friend. And why would you have even typed that before, Phil? But Camavinga to Arsenal, most definitely. Surely Real Madrid can't keep everyone. Are they financially sound as well? But then again, they haven't really been buying a lot of people recently. If you look over the last few seasons, I can't really remember people they've been smashing it for. Mystery through the game, son. He played a B team. Who are we talking about? Moyes. Arsenal start buying well-established players. We need people with balls when things go south. They are the ones to put things together. But then again, this is what you got other people for. Directors, Edu. What's Josh Kroenke's son doing apart from talking bollocks? Do you know what I mean? But this is why the more influential players, the Vieiras, the Adams, the Thierry Henrys, that's why these guys ain't got a job for the club. But the more quiet boys, you know what I mean? Like the Freddie Lundbergs, even though he ain't there no more, do you know what I mean? They're the people that get the jobs at Arsenal. Per Mertesacker, they're the people that get the jobs at Arsenal. Do you know what I mean, mate? So, yeah, I don't know. It is a bit of a yes man culture for me because I don't know. It's not rocket science. Do you know what I mean? Who was the legend? Who was the better player? Mertesacker or Henry? Mertesacker works for the club. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing, mate. It's amazing. But I think it's because I don't know. What could it be? They don't want no one to reveal the secrets of what Arsenal get up to. I'm going to 2 on Sunday, yeah. Spanish Tori Pulis, what are you saying, my brother? Our players crapped their pants when they needed to most. Look what happened at Man City. But that there again, bruvs, it's not that I can accept it. I expected it. You know what I mean? This is Arsenal. This is Pep Guardiola versus Arteta. It's the other games that I find hard. The Southampton, the West Ham. Do you know what I mean? No, young English kid. Where's my phone? English kid. Uh, Right here, some like bike racing. Jamie Gittens. Jamie Byro Gittens. Yeah. English teenager at Borussia Dortmund. Don't ever question me, bros. Jamie Gittens. English wonder kid, Jamie Gittens, linked to Arsenal. Apparently he's out of contract at Dortmund. Let me read a bit about him. Let's read a bit. Who is Jamie? Blah, blah, blah. Jamie Gittens is following the footsteps of Sancho at Borussia Dortmund. He's 18. He's a left winger. He signed from the Man City, of course, youth academy. Do you know what I mean? Borussia Dortmund have been cashing in on the Man City youth academy for years, guys. But this guy obviously rates himself a little bit up there. Do you know what I mean? And he wants first team football immediately. 200 million or some bullshit. I think Machado and who? Machado, Sasado and Tilda both signed. No way. Lego Man has to win Premier League or Big A's next season. Spent too much peas. Fendermabe. No way, bros. And again, Declan Rice, a captain at West Ham. He has a voice. Do you know what I mean? Does he really fit the yes man mentality? That's why I think he's going to go for Martin Zubimendi. Yeah, we should have, bros. It weren't the same Liverpool, but again, I could still accept that. Brazilian, it's missing me, bros. Has fingers collapsed and its clown broke down with it. Things are broke down. Family staying tonight. Good night to Linda. Please get a like on the video. Offendum Jean Arby. Where was we? Bellingham to Real Madrid. Does that mean anyone comes to Arsenal? Well, not to Arsenal, to the Premier League. Camavinga, maybe. The Liverpool game. Bros, I know. But again, Liverpool, yeah. Julian Brandt, no, bros. He's always linked to Arsenal. I've never really liked Julian, do you know what I mean? I always thought he was overrated. Who is this, Yui? Let me Google this motherfucker then. I swear he's a Brazilian. Is he Brazilian, bros? Right. Oh. It's just say though, he's saying. Well, I'm just trying to creep me out. It's just say though. Nightlander, anyone that comes here is doomed anyway. Nothing will change under the manager. See, again, bros, I'm not so sure, bros. Like, we weren't that far away. Again, it is for me, the Odegaard that hasn't turned up. Maybe he's a little bit lightweight. He tried to play Vieira in, what do you call it? Xhaka's absence. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I know, bros. I was wondering, you know what I mean? It's because we're linked with a lot of Brazilians, like Franca from Flamengo, Victor Roque, do you know what I mean? Watch along for mate, I wouldn't be able to do that, bros. I'd probably be banned from YouTube or something. I'd say all kinds of fuckeries. Imagine if I'd done that. I'd say all kinds of shit. Bro, a couple of bosses, mate. It isn't rocket science. Why would Rob Holding still be there? Is he like a grass or something in case anyone steps out of line, you know what I mean? Or takes the piss out of Arteta? El Nini again, why is he there? New contracts. Oh, bro, you know, innit? All flags, everything, man. Proper. Yeah, I don't know. White people's paradise. I don't know, man. I could feel the village gearing up for it. Do you know what I mean? Like shops getting ready, pubs putting up like Union Jacks and all kinds of fuckeries. I don't get it, bros. I don't get it. Boy. But who do you think? I don't know. Like it was Sasado, Rice is coming in. I'm not so sure now. If Bellingham goes to Real Madrid, I don't know. Man City want a midfielder. End up with a 50-year-old N'Golo and Kante. Well, we do like doing business with Chelsea, you know what I mean? And stranger things have happened, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if we went Chelsea, N'Golo and Kante, Raheem Sterling. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yui, what makes you think Sasado? Yeah, he just signed a 5-year deal, so he's going to go to the highest bidder, would go to Arsenal. Well, he would, obviously, I mean, the player himself, or Rice. What makes you think we'll bid that money? If Man City go in for Rice, bros, bang. Man United want Rice. If Chelsea decide they want Rice, well, we see what happened with Mudryk, you know what I mean? Chelsea are shit in about 12th position, but they still got Mudryk before us. So, I don't know, bros. Mudryk 50 more bid. They'll snap that off our hands, bros. But again, we wouldn't do it. We wouldn't do it, bros. If we go and do business at Chelsea, it will be for Sterling, yeah, at silly money, or one of their old boys, because that's all we do. We sign like 5 old people, 30, 31, 32. I can see maybe N'Golo and Kante. Do you know what I mean? And then we won't need a midfielder. And if he's got 200 million to spend, and I don't believe he's going to get Caicedo or Rice, where's this money going to go? Do you know what I mean? We know he could make money this summer as well if he was to sell a few of the players. Left back, central defensive midfielder, and a striker. Most definitely, bros. I could say right back as well, or at least a right a right centre back. So then Ben White can piss off back to the centre and battle with Saliba, and then have, I don't know, Tommy and a new right back battling. Gelato, bro. That's what makes me think Arsenal will buy both. Again, bro, look, me and you know what happened in January, yeah? Trossard, Jacob, and Jorginho. That's what Arsenal do to us, bros. I don't know. Have you got some sort of inside information, bros? Like, because you know what I mean? What about this Martin Zubimendi? I've tipped him to go to Arsenal for a long time. I agree with you, by the way, Akers. Arsenal manager has reportedly 200 million to spend. True. But usually, though, they do start trying to like scare the fans and say we've only got 40, 50 million. You know what I mean? But we consistently have spent in the summer 130s or whatever we spend. So Sailor's a much better option, bros, but it depends who goes in for him, innit? Liverpool have dropped their interest in Bellingham, obviously. They've got no chance. They'll probably go for a Caicedo or a Rice, bros. I could see that. Or, again, this Martin Zubimendi. Because, again, the only team that was allegedly wanted him was Barcelona. And Barcelona can't afford 53 million, bros. Do you know what I mean? If Chelsea, Man City went in for Zubimendi, would lose out on him as well. We're not going to go for a midfielder where it's a bidding war. If you think we're the only team that's going to bid for Caicedo, that's craziness, man. Go through the squad and let's make a bin list. Brothers, I've probably done that last night, writing down on a piece of paper. Bro, Holding, Tavares, Tierney, Mari, Jorginho, Lokonga, Nketiah, Emil Smith-Rowe. Fuck knows what I tried to write there. Oh, that's Trusty, Austin Trusty, Tomiyasu. I'd sell all of them, even if it was 100 million for all of them. Nah, bros, no sightings at all. Do you know what I mean? Tavares says if Arsenal don't want him, he's going to stay in England, which I find interesting. Well, bro, we wouldn't bid what we thought was right in January. Do you know what I mean? So that means, surely, he's now got a 5-year deal. He's worth more than 70 or 65. I don't think it's a thing of bidding him. It's a thing of, I don't think he's going to play second fiddle to Zinchenko. Do you know what I mean? Is it even fair to ask him to play second fiddle to Zinchenko? So, yeah, word on road is he will go Newcastle. Well, again, the super fans think Zinchenko's made us Premier League winners and everything, man. Odegaard again. Is it competition he needs, mate? Because he knows he's the starter. I thought making him captain was a bit of a wrong move. It was almost saying like he's undroppable. Do you know what I mean? A captain has got to be a Vieira, a Tony Adams, a guy that literally is undroppable. He is, bros, but if the manager doesn't see it or doesn't play him, what do you do? Again, bros, I agree that he is key to how we play, but I don't think he's so world class that, you know what I mean, or makes the difference that, yeah, he needs to be there. I'd rather just a banging left back, bros, than someone that's key to the way we play. Do you know what I mean? I don't get that at all. Yeah, I don't think no one really wants rid of Odegaard. But again, my frustration with Odegaard is like the Man City game. When the going gets tough, when we need you most, do you know what I mean? Did Vieira ever do that against Man United, bros? when it was him versus Roy Keane. Vieira was always there. Did Tony Adams ever go missing? Again, I hear you, but I don't know. I think he does go missing against the big teams. And in the Champions League next season, I'm sure we'll see it. Mendy, Real Madrid, left back is available. No, the one that we should have bought from Portugal is now smashing it at PSG. We should have got him. I do hear that, innit? And all right, that probably never happened in Vieira's time. But even if all the Arsenal squad went missing, Vieira, Adams, you know what I mean? They still would have been, I don't know, kicking someone, going nuts. Next to TP and Casey at left back. But again, Zinni, I'm not so sure, you know what I mean? Again, I haven't really seen him in central midfield, but I don't think he's that levels again where he's, I don't know, is he as good as Thomas Partey? I hear that as an emergency right now, but for next season, Robs, I don't know. I'll just get a quality left back to battle with Zinni or keep KT and sell Tavares, you know what I mean? Most definitely, bros. He's marking it in France right about now. Do you know what I mean? He's absolutely smashing it in France. But I'm sure we ain't seen the last of Guendouzi. He will come back to the Premier League. Hey, Carlo. How you doing, brother? Long time, my G. How are you? That Fabio Vieira is one of the worst players I've ever seen. Well, again, I think the Premier League is just too tough for him, bros. You know what I mean? He's very lightweight. Juma, much love as always, bros. Please get a massive like on the video before you leave. Salam and peace, my G. Carlo, how are you, bros? What's good? What is your football news in general? What have you been doing recently on your travels, brother? Nice to see you here. And how is Croatian football, bros? How's Eduardo da Silva? Do you know what I mean? In fact, Arsenal was linked with a young Croatian yesterday. I think a centre-back. What was his name? Who's any good young Croatians, bros? Centre-backs. Arsenal was linked with him. 40 million. I missed your comment. That's your last comment, G? Was that your last comment? That's your last comment. Then it's Akers. And then John RB, etc. Definitely didn't, brother. What have you said? Have you written something illegal? Yeah, bros, it was 35 mil, but I do agree straight down the pan. Because again, as it's very Arsenal-y, if we went to sell him right now, we wouldn't get no money. And we'll end up sending him out on loan for the next few years. Like Pepe, we won't get no money for him. That's another guy me and John RB forget that's got to leave. Definitely not Yui. Check on your phone. True. True. You missed my comment. Mendy at Real Madrid. There's nothing on my phone. Look, either, bros. Mendy at Real Madrid. And then go down. And then it's the two there. What the hell did you write, bros? What did you write? Let me get the stream out there. Luca, well, go on. Carlo, what are you saying, bros? I missed your last comment. Why there never adverts on your videos? I don't know, bros. It must be racism or something. Seriously, I have no idea. YouTube onto me. Trust me, bros. But yeah, they're onto me, bros. Look, adverts when they want, you know what I mean? I don't know, bros. I've even complained to YouTube. They don't even get back to me like. So YouTube are onto me differently, bros. What did this guy write? Bruh. Everyone went, that's a wicked. So what was wrong with that? Type that exactly again, bros. That's madness. You haven't even said nothing bad. Bruh. Luca, how are you? Guys, please get a massive like on the video. Do be subscribing if you is new. I don't believe that, bro. UE, type that again, because there was nothing wrong with that. YouTube were on to me. I'm on my last warning. Oh my god. No wonder they're on to me and UE, bros, if you're age, you know what I mean? How am I? Not bad, bros. Working. I'm trying to think, why did Arsenal have a collapse? Wondering why I'm hearing that everyone reckons we're going to buy Declan Rice or Moses Caicedo, But me, I think it's Martin Zubimendi. Because why? Man City, Chelsea, any of the big teams don't want this guy. He's out Fabrizio Romano. Here we go. Why? What are you hearing, Luco? What's good? And hold on, type that comment again, Yui. Why wouldn't YouTube put that out there? Why wouldn't they do that? Why would they do that? Guys, please get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Yeah, bros, it's pathetic. Even if I appeal and say, why is there no adverts? They don't even get back to me. Like, it's mad. I'm going to have to proper, like, send them a fuckery email. Like, it can't be because of swearing. I don't know. Man, you know, I thought it was because of certain hats or whatever. And Luco, what's good, bros? What are you hearing in the Arsenal world? YouTuber onto me, bros. It's bad, isn't it? Guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you is new. What do you think of the players Arsenal have been linked with? Have you heard Nelson has turned down a new deal? Moussa Diaby, we are interested again. Celta Vigo midfielder. He's 20. Gabby Viger linked with the club. Tavares, I want to stay in England and I want to stay at Arsenal. Messi and Neymar both can leave or they both come to the Premier League, guys. Hard fans, hard pill for Arsenal fans to swallow. We ain't winning the league title or competing in the Champions League with Jesus being our main striker. Well, no way, bros. That's another thing. Do you know what I mean? A lot of Arsenal fans seem to think we've got a winning mentality because Zinchenko and Jesus are here. Mate, I don't know. Zinchenko, I never noticed before. Do you know what I mean? Jesus, I always knew he had a goal in him and was maybe a bit unlucky at Man City. But they didn't go and buy 2 strikers in the summer and get rid of him. In fact, when they had injuries last season, they wouldn't even play Jesus as a striker. Thing is, Martin Zimri, don't tell me, right, if this Edu signing again like Jorginho, don't tell me if typical Arsenal going to bring only him. I'd only take him if we got Rice as well. But I don't think you'd get Rice and him, because then what happens to Partey and Xhaka? Because they're both very defensive midfielders, do you know what I mean? But again, for me, Martin Zubimendi, because, yeah, decent talent in Spain. Barcelona have pulled out for him. Real Madrid want bigger midfielders like Bellingham. They've got Kamaning, Modric, Tikamendi, or whatever you call him. You know what I mean? So if the big teams in Spain don't want him, where's he going to go? What is wrong with it? That is ridiculous. Huh. Seeing why Man City sold Zinchenko and Jesus. They're not that great, are they? But again, bros, I'm not saying he wouldn't have sold like players to other Premier League teams, but again, I don't think he wants to make Arsenal stronger, if you know what I mean. My Rice ain't going nowhere. No, bros, he's turned down numerous deals, bros. Retyped it. That's unbelievable. So what do you think? You don't believe in that? I'm pretty convinced in this Zubimendi, guys. I'm telling you. I've said it on the channel. I've said I reckon that'll be our midfield signing. You know what I mean? We've got Jorginho, we've got El Nini, and we keep Partey and Xhaka. I can't see Xhaka leaving. Again, there's that left foot thing about it. If he likes the left foot, right foot balance. I don't know. What do you guys think? Again, we've been linked with, what is his name? Barcelona right winger. Algerian, we think. Is it Elaz? I can't remember. Alf something, whatever. And a Borussia Dortmund wonder kid. Jamie Gittens. He's English. Yeah? You want to get Luca on? Luca. Where are you, Luca? Where are you, Luca, bro? Guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. We've got maybe 10, 20 minutes left. Guys, so again, UE, why do you think to say about Rice? I'm telling you, it's Martin Zubimendi. And if Barcelona suddenly get a cash windfall, they'll go for Zubimendi. Do you know what I mean? Because apparently they like him. You know what I mean? Because they like a defensive midfielder. Keita hasn't worked out. And I can't remember, they've bought another one. Hasn't worked out. We've been linked with a former Man City defender who's now at Barcelona. Pierre Obenwingie, yeah, the famous West Brom guy that didn't get the move to QPR, innit? He went to quite a few places. Bros, I know I'm fucking right on this guy. I'm telling you, I know I'm right. Do you know what I mean? Barcelona have basically, according to reports in Spain, have pulled out of a move for Martin Zubimendi, clearing the way for Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? To go for him. Because allegedly, we did make a bid for him in January, innit? Which I'm sure most of you remember. But he turned us down. He turned us down because he thought he was going Barcelona. Like the poor bastard at fucking Wolves. What's his name? The midfielder. Fucking can't remember his name. You know what I mean? He waited for Barcelona. Now he's stuck at Wolves. You know what will happen? Arsenal only signs Zubimendi, and that's if you cannot sign only one midfielder. Get me Declan Rice. Again, bro, I think Declan Rice could be doable, but if anyone else bids for him, it becomes hard. Even if Declan Rice says, right, I don't want to go Man City because I might not be a regular, I want to go Arsenal. If Man City bid £80 million, do you know what I mean? It's going to be awkward for us to get him if we don't bid near 80. You can't only sign Zubimendi. Cool, bros. I might have to drag you on for the last 10 minutes. But again, bros, look at the midfielders we've got. Xhaka, Partey, Lokonga could come back, yeah? El Neni, Jorginho, that's 5. What happens to all of them? Jorginho, El Neni, Xhaka, Partey, Lokonga, that's 5. Zubimendi would make it 6. As I said, bros, word on road is we made a bid for Zubimendi in January and we got turned down. Then we tried to put in a silly bid for Caicedo, and then obviously we got Jorginho. My feeling is we've been now given the green light, as in he will join us now because his choice of club, Barcelona, don't want him or ain't got the money for him. That is my main feeling to people. What do you mean you're gone? Where are you gone? What do you mean you? Where are you gone, bro? Safe down here, I'm gone. I don't get it. No, bros, come back. You got to tell me why you think Caicedo's coming. Question of Newcastle wants Savic from Lazio, 40 mil. And that might happen, bros, because this guy obviously wants to get out of Lazio. He's 27, 28. He's been at Lazio for years, do you know what I mean? But again, the warning signs there is none of the big Italian teams have ever wanted him, bros. You know what I mean? If Dusan Vlahovic does well at Fiorentina, what happens? Juventus take him. Do you know what I mean? That's what happens in Italy. And Yuri, then, before you go and before we close, what do you think is happening at Arsenal? This 200 million. You know what I mean? And as for this Savic, you know what I mean? Savic, 40 million, cheap. Yeah, bros, but he's shit. He's shit, bros. You know what I mean? No way. No way, bros. Linked to City. I have seen this as well. And I have heard they are willing to give the youth from Leeds, Calvin Phillips. He's gone at the end of the season, bros. And if Newcastle don't have it and Bruno signs a new deal, which is allegedly on the cards, I reckon they'll go for Declan Rice or Caicedo. Definitely. They want a replacement for the youth from Leeds. The youth from Leeds, Calvin Phillips. Yeah, Bruno Gomes, you know what I mean? If they didn't make Champions League, I think he would have went Man City, but he might give Newcastle another year. So yeah, another mistake from Arsenal though. That was too expensive, 33 mil. Savic, bro, Savic is awful. No way. You know what I mean? 27, 28. Most definitely, bros. Which makes me wonder, you know what I mean? Who does actually sign the players? Remember, Emery, it wasn't him that signed the players. It was Sinelli. Do you really think Edu signing the players? I don't know, bros. Do you know what I mean? And if it was Edu, I swear it would be a different. I don't know. There could be a couple of more Brazilians coming in. So maybe Arteta is in charge of it. I don't know. But what I do know is he doesn't sign bosses. You know what I mean? A Caicedo, a Rice. Like this Zubimendi, I haven't really seen him too much. But again, if you're 24 and you play in Spain and you're good, Real Madrid and fucking Barcelona would be snapping you up. You know what I mean? Real Madrid don't want him. They've went shopping in France. They would rather give Luka Modric a longer fucking contract. Anyway, guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new. Let me get the... what is this all going on? UE, what is your final thoughts? Luca, so what do you actually think we'll get? Who believes that we've got £200 million to spend? If we had £200 million to spend, I think it would be all very easy. Aston Villa want Vlahovic. I don't think so, you know. Would that be an Emre type of signing? The younger version of Jorginho, from what I've seen. Vlahovic and Torres. Which Torres? The one from Barcelona, Ferran Torres. Does he even get into the Spain squad, Zubimendi? Let me just Google some. How many caps does Zubimendi have for Spain?
Here's what I found.
Like, this Torres allegedly can go for cheap. That might not be the worst signing for someone like Villa. Which Torres then? Yeah, and then no. But I think, yeah. What did he find? I didn't see what he found. That isn't what I asked. Lukaku stayed at Chelsea. Well, again, what do you do with a player like Lukaku? Like, to be honest with you, what's going on at Chelsea this season, I think they would have been better off having him there. Do you know what I mean? I don't think Lukaku is the best striker in the world. I don't think he's the worst striker either. And I'll tell you why. He's got Premier League experience. He's played for West Brom here, Everton here, Chelsea, Man United. So I don't think he's dead. You've got to play to his strengths, man. I'm not saying I'd want him at Arsenal, but yeah, you have to play to his strengths. Yeah, posh mate keeping those. Do you know what I mean? He's a £100 million striker, according to, well, the guy that bought him for 100 mil, you know what I mean? What do? You know what I mean? But again, Lukaku ain't that bad, you know what I mean? Bit stroppy, thinks he's a bit better than he is, do you know what I mean? I'll take Lukaku all day, better than Nketiah. Oh, most definitely, bros. Most definitely. Do you know what I mean? But again, he's one of them rocking the boat guys. If you wanted to play Jesus ahead of him, you know what I mean? He'll get pissed off. But personally, even though I don't really think we play the Lukaku way, I'm sure he would score more than Nketiah and Jesus, you know what I mean? Probably more than both of them put together, you know what I mean? Jesus ain't that good, guys. And next season, I'm sure a lot of the super fans will start seeing this. If he has another season of like 10 goals, 10 goals in a season is not good enough. And that is why Pep Guardiola got rid of him. Real talk, you know what I mean? Do you think we could go back shopping at Man City this summer? Who knows? Do you know what I mean? But it won't be for one of their young players, a 20-year-old like Foden or something. It will be what? Let me think. Of course, Cancelo. Who would want Cancelo at Arsenal, guys? Hasn't been tearing it up at Bayern Munich. Whatever happened at Man City, but he did look good there, bros. They even gave him the number 7 shirt. He can play left and right back, can't he, that motherfucker? So you know what? Stranger things have happened. Guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. What is your final thoughts? Bit quiet again tonight, but shouts out to all the real ones that has been in the building. If you're here and haven't liked, please like the motherfucking video. Where is everyone as well, man? Disgraceful performance for some of the real ones. And WhatsApp's blowing off. I don't get that. Okay, we'll come back to that. Who? Oh, yeah. But again, Rose, even though he has lost his place a few times, will they really let him go? And why has he lost his place? You know what I mean? He's amazing going forward, but again, he could be a little bit maybe defensively. So who's he lost his place to, actually? I know he lost his place this season somewhere. But yeah, he's incredible, bros. He's a brilliant little player. Do you know what I mean? But he's got Zinchenko, isn't it? Declan Rice. We need to sign Declan. Hold on. Declan Rice, Tony. I can see Ivan Tony going Chelsea. I can't see Tony going Chelsea, bros, at all. Especially, they've got Lukaku in the ranks, you know what I mean? I can't see that. If Poch is the next Chelsea manager. It'll be interesting because I'm hearing they want Galacticos again in the summer. Do you know what I mean? Rice and Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney is good, bros, but again, yeah, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't say no to him. Is he necessarily a lot better than Jesus? Do you know what I mean? I know this season he has got 20 goals and that's a lot better, but oh man, I'm not sure about this guy. What do you think about Ivan Toney, Yui? What do you think? When you start talking about Ivan Toney, you can start talking about Ollie Watkins. You know what I mean? He's an Arsenal fan. He's always said he would love to play for Arsenal. I'm not so sure I'd want Ollie Watkins at Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? For me, we're a good 1 to 11. Probably going to finish second, isn't it? But again, everyone around us will improve. Newcastle, Man U, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea. It's all about the improvement. Do you know what I mean? Rice is a definite improvement, but I don't think we'll get him, brubs. Do you know what I mean? He's got 2 years on his contract. It's a gettable player. Take Lukaku over Toney. I think so as well, brubs. He's more direct. He's more powerful. Do you know what I mean? Ivan Toney, yeah, I don't know. Everything's working for him nice at Brighton. I know he takes penalties and free kicks, so that must help a lot with his 20 goals. You know what I mean? Not that that's a bad thing, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying, has he got like 10, 11 from open play? You know what I mean? He is the penalty scorer, penalty taker and free kick taker. Then again, it would be good for him to be our free kick and penalty taker, but boy, I don't know. Champions League, I don't think Tony's the guy, innit? Ivan Toney, you know what I mean? He's had 1 or 2 decent fucking turnouts in the Premier League. He hasn't really nailed the England space. And again, not to say that's a massive thing, but England, again, they ain't really blessed with strikers. If you can't get in the England squad, it's a bit of an alarm bell. Isaac at Newcastle is sick. Well, again, yeah. We were linked to him last January. Remember, he was allegedly driving around London and everything. And I remember saying I would have took him. But, mate, there was a couple of alarm bells over him. I didn't think he would be that good. Brentford, not Brighton. I did say Brentford. I'm fucking sure of it. But yeah, Ivan Toney again, Champions League. Like no experience. You know what I mean? We need levels better for me. Again, in the midfield, if we're bringing in just a Tillemans or a Zubimendi, fuck it, you may as well leave it the same. You know what I mean? That's like January, topping up with Trossard and Jorginho and Jacob. As I said, yeah, all 3 of them will not help us win the league. And when I said that, we were top. I think about 5 or 8 points clear top. Innit, Yui? We're about 5 or 8 points clear, and I said we won't win the league now because of these signings. Newcastle win the league before us. Next season will be interesting, bros, because I don't want to compare us to Newcastle, but now it depends where they go from here. Remember, they've got 2 good strikers on in really good form, Wilson, Isaac. If they was to bring in another striker, it could rock the boat. You know what I mean? Which a lot of people are tipping him to do. I think they need a midfielder or 2. They need a left back. Do you know what I mean? And that defense is pretty good. It needs to be the right signings. And if it's the right signings, of course they could go and win the fucking league. Do you know what I mean? Of course they could. They're third. They're not third for no reason. Super fans disagreed. Exactly. That day for me in January was like, you know what I mean? Trossard, after you flirt with Mudryk, Jorginho, another old bit of old business. He bought Willian. And you know what I mean? If Willian wasn't such a good human being and ripping up his contract, we'd still be paying that cunt 230 grand a week. Rafinha linked to Newcastle. That's what I'm saying, mate. And so are we linked with Rafinha. But then we're linked with Moussa Diaby and so are Newcastle. What I'm saying is now, people would say last season when Arsenal and Newcastle would be linked with a player, Newcastle couldn't get them. We can't be saying that this year now. Look, even our own left back might piss off there. They've got Champions League football. KT knows he'll be the number 1 left back at Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? No problem. Guys, please like on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. But Newcastle, yeah, if they get this summer right, they're going to challenge again next season. Just like Arsenal. If we get this summer right, I don't see why we're not challenging. But current squad, Champions League games, I don't know. Gooey, the guy that plays for England, or Anderson. Anderson was linked with, actually. before he did go Palace. I remember that. Which Palace centre back? Centre back, I think we do need as well. Look, when Saliba's out, Mika Richards was saying it on Sky Sports the other day. Arsenal have collapsed without Saliba. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been wondering why no one ain't been saying why the collapse isn't all down to Saliba not being there. Ex-Chelsea. Mark Gouy. No way. But let me just figure this one out. There's Mark Gouy. I don't know his ex-Chelsea. They've got Anderson. Are you talking about Levi Colwill at Brighton? He's a wicked little centre-back, bros. I've been watching him at Brighton. And Lee, I get that. But in January, we kind of needed to strengthen in a few areas. And look what happened. Jorginho, Trossard, Jacob. I said on the 1st of February we would not win the league. And I know that as well, Lee. And I can name you the 3 or 4 players. But I can almost guarantee you we won't get them. We need a Rice or Caicedo. Lee, we won't get them. Bellingham, if he does join Real Madrid, you know what I mean? That leaves Liverpool wanting 2 central midfielders. It leaves Chelsea maybe wanting a central midfielder. You know what I mean? And you got Man City. They want a central midfielder. But they ain't out of the Bellingham race yet. And who are these 3 or 4 players, Lee? Caicedo, Rice. I don't think we're going to get. We tried for Caicedo. He signed a 5-year deal. That's going to cost more money now. We didn't want to pay more money in January, so why would we in the summer? Mate, I tell you what, yeah. How Arsenal as well. We should have got Lewis Dunk instead of fucking Ben White. Have you even seen his passing stats? They're up there of the Rodris and that of Man City and everything. He's passing out from the back and everything. My God, he's a fucking good defender. But again, anyway, I think he's about 30, 31. We want young blood, fresh. Young blood. Lee, name them 3, 4 players anyway, bro. Because I promise you, if we get a central midfielder, we're not going to get 2 because we've got too many knocking around. We're not going to sell Jorginho. We might sell Lokonga, yeah. Tilda, Zubimendi, Lovett. That's 3 central midfielders, bros. That's along with Lokonga, El Neni, Partey, Xhaka, and oh my God, Jorginho. That leaves us with 8 central midfielders. I really can't see that, Yuri. Lavea, we should have got him from the Man City Academy. Do you know what I mean? I thought Arteta worked there. I thought him and Pep were friends. Do you know what I mean? We're linked with a Borussia Dortmund wonder kid who come from the Man City Academy. Why isn't he already at Arsenal if he's that good? Do you know what I mean? Again, Pep don't like Arteta that much. Or he'd be saying, buy Lavea. The Crab. But why sign the Crab? He doesn't like to admit he's wrong, Arteta. Hence why Rob Holding is still around. Do you know what I mean? And if you listen to the media, they're saying Xhaka will be sold, even though I don't think that's true. There's nothing that's suggesting Partey will go, bros. Me and you know why, but again, he could get away with everything all over again, Partey, and it's all just a load of bullshit from the same gal or one of her brethren, do you know what I mean? And that's it, it's new contract time. But guys, a couple of minutes left on the video. Lee Akers, who are these players, bros? Tell me. It wasn't because I wanted to disagree with you. It ain't all doom and gloom, bros. But again, 3, 4 players. Even if you don't name the players, you can name the positions. Yeah? Just name me the positions. And I could name you the 4 players. I just don't believe we'll get them. We know we need a Rice or Caicedo. I'm hearing Zubimendi is actually could be done, you know what I mean? Or we've got, well, clearly he's got a 53 million release clause. United get Frankie de Jong. Partey and Lokonga. And maybe even a Crab. Arsenal get Tilda, man. United get Frankie de Jong. I don't doubt United will get Frankie de Jong, but yeah. Caicedo, Ivan Toney, not sure the others. Alright. Caicedo again. Well, we bid for him in January and it wasn't enough. Brighton said no, so they're not going to accept that money now that he signed a new deal. Man U are linked with him. Liverpool have been linked with him. And again, they won't be the only clubs because he's class, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Will we put down the money, bros? What if PSG wants Caicedo? We know Caicedo wants Arsenal, but Mudryk wanted Arsenal. Caicedo won't wait for us either, bros. It would be mad, bros. It would be mad. But it would also cost maybe £160 million, bros. You know what I mean? I couldn't see us doing it. So again, the striker knows Jesus is the number one. Remember, Nketiah's got it written into his contract that he has to have a certain amount of minutes. We've seen that this season. You know what I mean? Yeah? 100 grand a week, number 14 shirt. So again, it has to be a striker that's either better than them or, again, just a fringe player. We won't buy a proper striker, I can't see. Backup centre-back, yep. But we've seen him do Jacob, you know what I mean? Holding got a new deal, but we'll see if he stays. Just to say, though. Well, bros, other clubs wanted Mudryk, and look what happened. And this is Chelsea not doing well. Chelsea not even going to qualify for Champions League. Chelsea might not even be in the Europa League. Yeah? I don't have to spell out to you how awful Chelsea are, bros. But look how many people joined them in January. That winger that scored against us, he looked fucking good. He's going to struggle to nail down a place. I've heard a lot about that guy from Holland. Was it Maduki or something? He was the best player in the park for Chelsea by a million miles. I hear that. But again, Tony, for me, if you took his free kicks and penalties away, how many has he got from open play? I think he is much better than Nketiah, yeah. But I don't think he's much better than Jesus. And is he that guy that does the press like Jesus and everything? I hear you, Lee. And I'm not just ruling it out, but yeah. Exactly. Bigger and top shelf. Again, you know what I mean? Ivan Toney, good player. You know what I mean? But I can't see the Man Cities or the Man U's trying to sign him. You know what I mean? We do need bigger, in my opinion. But I don't think we'll get it. Caicedo, he's going to cost more. Osimhen, like Napoli are notoriously the hardest club in the world to negotiate with. Do you honestly think we'll get him? Tony has everything for me. I'm not so sure, bros. I'll go look at it after. Take his penalties and free kicks away. He's probably got the same amount as Jesus from open play. And Osimhen again, you know what I mean? Don't know how many years he's got left on his contract, but the writing's on the wall. He's going to leave. But it won't be for cheap, man. It won't be for cheap. And will Arsenal do that, bros? We choked for Mudryk. We bid a certain amount for Caicedo. You know what I mean? Martin Zubimendi, though, he's got a 52 million release clause. We tried to get him in January, if you remember, before the Jorginho, before the Caicedo. And apparently he turned us down because he got told Barcelona were going to sign him. Now Barcelona can't even fucking get financial fair play to help them fucking sign Messi or their own fucking players. So yeah, screw Barcelona. And for me, a Zubimendi, you know what I mean? If he was that good, you'd be getting the Premier League big boys looking at him. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. But again, my priority would be a central midfielder. Oh, bruvs, Kim. Yeah, bruvs. He's been linked to Man United, bruvs. He does look pretty rock solid. Do you know what I mean? But defenders after Tomiyasu, I'm scared of Italy. Do you know what I mean? I'd even miss him. I think Ben White should go and battle Saliba for the centre back spot. Get Ivan Ndicka to battle with Gabriel or keep Jacob, whatever. You know what I mean? Keep Tierney. We've got 2 left backs. You know what I mean? And buy a class right back. But so many people ain't starting for Chelsea, bros. You know what I mean? Who's Frank Lampard, bros? You know what I mean? He suddenly put Maduki in, even that might have been a good one. Again, bros. Desegbury. Did you see the Desegbury and the Mudrak tweet thing the other day? They were taking the piss because Desegbury put a comment on Mudrak saying playing at left wing back for Chelsea. He's been playing left wing back the last couple of games as well. Man, screw doing business with Brighton, man. They got 28 off us for Trossard and 50 for Ben White, bros. Screw them. My battery's low. Guys, it's almost time to go. Please hit the like on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Yeah, bros. I don't know. As I say, I think Zubimendi. We keep Jorginho. Xhaka stays. The central midfield for me is sorted already. Do you know what I mean? No problems. No questions asked. Mate, I think Desegbury gets a tune out of everywhere else. Imagine if Desegbury, yeah, managed to get Brighton to get him on loan next season. Yeah? Desegbury will get a tune out of Mudrak. Had no end product. Bros, he's got a lot of goals this season. Wan-Bissaka does that to a lot of people though, man. Zaha doesn't like playing him. He even said it when Zaha nearly nicked a win for Palace this season. He goes, when I see it was Wan-Bissaka behind me, I knew he would get me. Oh, pop on. You know what? Again, I'm just about to leave. I'm so sorry. I thought he done well at wing back. Tough defender. To beat Mitoma was lively. But hold on, screw that. Hold on. Let's get back to the Mudrak thing. Mudrak again could get a chance. He kept showing Mitoma on his left foot and he wouldn't use it. Laugh out loud from the UE. Yeah, but again, bros, Wan-Bissaka, he's actually a good defender, bros. I'm sure Man United didn't pay 50 million for no reason. He's been a bit unlucky, do you know what I mean? And Man United have been shit. You know what I mean? But he's played as much at right back as any other motherfucker has this season, do you know what I mean? Now they've got to make up their mind up if they want to let him go for free in the summer or fucking give him a new contract. I don't think he's the worst defender out there, do you know what I mean? Right, a bit of feedback. And like one of my last comments is on Arteta. Again, the reason why we won't win the league or be successful at all, Leakers, next season is will he learn from his mistakes? Playing Holding. And then Jacob coming in, 2 left-footed centre-backs after Holding's mistakes. You know what I mean? We've got to improve. The Holding's got to go. Get the right-back position sorted. Mudrak, it will be good, bros. Trust me. That is history now. The army from Germany. Maybe we won. Most definitely, bros. He's a pace merchant. But look at Rafinha. Rafinha was the guy we bid for first in the summer, innit? He seemed to be our number 1 target, and then he went Barcelona. If Barcelona sell him, do we want him? No, I think Rafinha's all right, but he's another one that bugs me. He bugged me playing for Brazil in the summer, you know what I mean? He's bugged me when I've seen him for Barcelona this season. But yeah, Mudrak would have been fine at Arsenal, mate. And again, he should just go to Brighton next season. They should sell Mintoma, whatever his name is, and get my man in. They will be fine. But guys, it is time to go. Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. What is your final thoughts, my real ones? What are you thinking? Again, no doom and gloom. Acres. The mistakes must be learned. Remember, it was a collapse last season. It was a collapse this season. Done all right Tuesday night. Again, well, you just said how awful Chelsea was, bros. So they shouldn't be scoring a goal then, surely. Do you know what I mean? Anyone else? If it was Man City, bros, Jacob wouldn't have been all right, in my opinion. This is my problem out here, bros. There's levels, isn't it? Why didn't he play Jacob against Man City? Well, maybe he shouldn't have gone in for West Ham at Southampton instead of Holding. Exactly. Why sign it for 20 mil in January? If you sign it for £20 million, bros, why play Holding? You know that, innit? Because Brighton low fools, bruv. They'll turn him into a prime fucking, I don't know, Mintoma. Most definitely. But then again, why wouldn't you just put Zinni? Zinni loves to float around. Put him at right back. Put Ben White at centre back. Put KT at left back. So have we learnt the mistakes, because that is it. If Holden is still there next season, as Saliba's backup, we know he won't play Ben White. Ben White is now officially a right back. You know what I mean? He gave this idiot the number of the William Saliba's shirt number and then made him a right back, bros. Do you know what I mean? Arteta's got to sort out the mistakes, the Vieira. Do you know what I mean? Don't waste 35 mil there. As I said, and I promised all the real ones, yeah, we will not win the league now because of this stupid January window. What happened? We didn't win the league. All right, so let's play him away at Newcastle and see how he gets on with either Isaac going at him or Callum Wilson. Lovely. You know what I mean? Bit of Almiron. Yeah, sweet. If he does well at Newcastle, you know what I mean? I'll start warming to the boy, most definitely. But let's see if he keeps his place. Imagine if he put Holden straight back in. That would be ridiculous. That would make me think Holden had a slight knock or something. So yeah, Lee, all I can say to that is roll on Newcastle and see if he keeps his place and see how he does. Because Newcastle away, I'm very confident, will be more of a test than Chelsea. You know what I mean? Chelsea have lost 6 in a row, mate. Seriously. He didn't learn this season. Exactly, Rose. He didn't learn from last season either. So that's what I'm saying. I'm very unconfident. I don't believe the signings we need will come in the summer. Well, again, that is a bit harsh, but if it had been a Mudryk or Caicedo on my video on January the 2nd, on February the 2nd, I would have been predicting we're going to win the league. Not that Man City were going to come from 8 points behind us. And what exactly has happened? What I said would happen? What has happened? Parties, Zinni and Saka. Holden won't leave on a free. Bollocks. That's what should happen. Our biggest players bottled it. So that means, yeah, we need to buy big players in the summer then, bros. Do you know what I mean? People with mouths. People like, I don't know, captain material, proper players. Party, Zinni, Saka. Party has had a couple of bad games, I don't know. No, I'm saying, bros, so if he's fine against Newcastle, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I wonder the delay. Why didn't he play at West Ham and do you know what I mean? Southampton, etc. So I said, please, you know what I mean? I'm not having it. I just doubt it. But let's see if number one he keeps his place, and let's see how he does against Isaac or Callum Wilson away at Newcastle. Remember, this was Chelsea, bros. The Chelsea that you keep saying are so awful, and Mudryk is awful. But that's because Chelsea are awful. You know what I mean? Hence, they've lost 6 games in a row. That's bad. 6 in a row, man. Exactly. Again, so on to Newcastle. See if he keeps his place. Because I know deep down, you know what I mean? Arteta don't like this 2 left-footed centre-back, surely. But then again, as Gabriel took a knock, I think he'll be all right, you know what I mean? But it is time to get out of here, people. Seriously. Newcastle next, what is it, Sunday, yeah? Definitely a live watch along. The preview will be tomorrow night, man. And yeah, Saturday night, guys, it'll be in the AMs. I'm covering the UFC. Felix, again, he hasn't impressed me at Chelsea. He's now even lost his place. But I know there's a good player in there. I'd still rather him than Holden. But most definitely, bros. John Curtis. Bjornaby. Left back Liverpool. Who's John Curtis? Left back Liverpool. John Curtis. We know that's Liverpool. Who the hell is John Curtis? They've got, is that a current Liverpool midfielder? I swear they've got a Curtis in the midfield now. I'd rather Danny AFC at the back. Yeah, bros, I'd rather Lee Akers at the back. Seriously, real talk. But yeah, that was a mistake from last season, bros. But he's one of them guys that he just likes in the camp, you know what I mean? Like a spy to say if, like, you know what I mean? Saka was late for training or something, or what's going on, what the players are talking about in the camp if they're cussing Arteta. Same as Arnini, what's he doing there? You know what I mean? Tugay, Turkish G, and international. Hakan Uncle, Hakan Şüker, Galatasaray, Bazta, swear that was Beşiktaş. I swear that was Beşiktaş. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna go on that note though. Real ones, please get the likes on the video. Arif. I do remember Arif. I remember John Curtis. Who the fuck's John Curtis? Ilhan. Manziz. No, that one missed me, bros. Who's good in Turkey? How is our good friend Arda Güler doing, bros? I still have a feeling about this guy. Is he getting minutes at Fenerbahce? And the dude, what's his name? Okan. Is it Feyenoord? Has the number 10 shirt, but he's more of a central midfielder. John Curtis must be a Liverpool defender then. Ronnie Warwick. God knows. Arda Güler is a beast. Man, Tranmere, who the fuck is that? Who remembers Paul Shaw? Paul Shaw? Was he Arsenal? Left back? Paul Shaw, Arsenal left back, Coventry. Ooh, Ronnie Walcott. Warwick. Paul Shaw. That rings a bell. Paul Shaw. Motherfucker could have been a gooner. But guys, on that note, seriously, you're going to do this to me all night long. Fuck Coventry as well. Oh, boys. Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new. Man. The summer's everything. Scott Marshall, you know. Muzzy is it. Leicester. Turkish Scott Marshall. Centre-back. Arsenal. Emre. Winger. He went Newcastle, didn't he? Played in France. Emre was a bit of a G. But here's another one. Too much technique, but no physique. On that note, people, I'm out. Please get a like on the video. Do be subscribing if you is new. And I will catch you. Paul Shaw. Oh, yeah, he was left-footed. Yeah. After Hillier somewhere. Yeah, for a minute I thought he was... I swear. I was going to say Ian Selly. Paul Shaw. Paul Shaw. Savo Milosevic. Striker. Villa. Bad man. Absolute bad man. That is pretty shit, Savo Milosevic. I didn't like him. Paul Shaw. Was it Paul Shaw? I do remember a Shaw, but now I'm thinking it was like Derek Shaw. Philippe Albert. French left back. He might have been from Belgium actually. No, he was French, but Newcastle lobbed Peter Schmeichel. And who's Jimmy Lee? William Gallas. Used to be on our group, bruv, seriously. And the footballer Gallas, yeah, maybe Chelsea, Arsenal. And Tottenham, you know. Fuck me, he liked the London club, little bitch. But yeah, guys, peace out. Love you all. Please get a like on the video and do be subscribing if you're new. Catch you tomorrow, man. Newcastle preview. And Saturday, 1 a.m, UFC. It's all big people. Good night, y'all.